Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, okay? So we have a lot to talk about today. Prices are starting to move, action is starting to happen. Finally, September is almost over. I don't know about you, but we knew September was going to be red. But I'm so keen on October, so ready to get this bull run back underway. Now, from the announcement that she made a couple of days ago, Rosie Rios has made a little bit of a clarification, right? So she said, I want to clarify that IMO. While Ripple is committed to the cross-border use case, developers globally every day are pursuing other use cases, including store of value, medium of exchange, etc. for multiple blockchains, cryptos. So she quickly had to backpedal because it just sounded like XRP was the only one doing it. That Ripple was the only one doing it. And to be fair, if you take your hat off and you're not wearing your XRP hat, yeah, you kind of did, Rosie. It was just a little bit too far, right? A little bit too far. So it's good that she came out and did that because obviously, you don't want to, of course, you want to express your opinion. And at the end of the day, her tweet gave us her opinion. Her opinion is that Ripple is the number one when it comes to this space. And the only one in her eyes, but she quickly politically had to come back and backpedal. But I'm glad she did because it is important. Now we know that at the moment throughout September there's been quite a bit of ferocious action happening between the SEC and Ripple. More of that has happened, and we'll go over that particular document and what has happened. But this month has not been for the faint-hearted in that particular segment, right? So it's really important to unpack. In October, can we see a settlement in October, right? I mean, we all thought that September would be the month, and while of course there are still a couple of days left, in September, I don't see that happening, right? I think that we will be, moving into October. I would be shocked. I would really be shocked if we saw something happen in the next 48 hours. I just don't see it happening. I see something major occurring in October, especially around the middle to late October in regards to this. Now, the document that you're looking right now is a revised response appears to correct 2 bullet points missing from the document 363. On pages 7 and 8 of this particular document, what's been said here is we're going to go to page 7 and page 8. So Ripple and individuals file response to the SEC's brief regarding allegedly privileged documents the SEC is withholding. Ripple hits on the SEC's continued efforts to re-argue issues the court has repeatedly rejected. I mean, enough's enough, guys. How much more crystal clear can the court tell you that what you want is not happening? What you want to get out of this is not happening. Very simple. But they just seem to be so stubborn around this particular topic. So it's really important to unpack this, and we will cover more and more of this as time goes on. Now, it's really interesting that the BIS Innovation Hub released this particular document, and it's 72 pages. But what's really fascinating here, in regards to the document, is that an open source enterprise Ethereum happens to be the one that they're speaking a lot of. So I will be looking more into this, researching more into this about why out of all the platforms that they could have chosen, they've gone with Ethereum. But it'd be interesting, right? And of course we know that there are going to be other players in the game of the CBDCs. Interesting though that these guys have gone with Ethereum, so we'll keep an open eye and what they actually mean by open source enterprise Ethereum and what that will look like, right? But we keep an eye out on everything at the Serpent, right? The Serpent's always looking for you guys. I'm always searching, and I'm always upskilling on these particular topics, which some of these topics can be quite complex, to say the least. In other particular news, which is really interesting and we need to cover off, is that the SEC has charged 2 individuals for a fraudulent trading scheme involved so-called meme stocks. So please, guys, when you invest in memes, I cannot express more passionately that you are literally, could be days, minutes, hours away from your account going to zero, because it is worthless. And I know some of you like this stuff, but please invest in things that you actually see value in actually have a purpose, not meme stocks. Please, I cannot express it loud enough. Now, Ethereum researcher Virgil Griffith pleads guilty to helping North Korea dodge US sanctions. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Won't go too much into it, but again, the governments, they are all over this, right? If you do something, illegal within the crypto space, they will find out and you will get caught. So just be mindful of that. Now, SEC Chair Gary Gensler says crypto will not end well if it stays outside of regulations. Now, you can take this, you can take this with two sides, right? You can just look at this and be like, okay, Gary Gensler is at it again. But I do agree to some extent, right? Regulations are good. We got over 12,000 coins out there in the market right now. There should be no reason, absolute no reason why there would be 12,000 tokens out there in the market right now. And yes, he is correct in saying that majority of them are garbage. And regulations are a good thing, provided that they don't go over the top, right? But we'll keep a close eye as the Q4 begins, because I'm so excited for what's coming up. But it is important. I think regulations are important. I don't think, though, we will be getting anything until next year. So in 2022, we'll see a lot of regulations. And we'll go over the prices today and where we're at and where we're going and some of the indicators and what they're saying. And it's so cool. There's so many things that we're going to discuss around the price action. When can we start to see all-time highs being hit for XRP? Now, the XRP could be XRP. This is the response Ripple to, it is worth having a read of this. It is worth, encourage innovation, increase public-private collaboration, engagement, and consideration by the Senate of existing legislative efforts. So it is important. It's, I think, there are governments, there are definitely parts of the government which are getting involved in America of pushing this through. And I think the SEC is going to be out of luck very, 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 very soon. And I cannot wait to bring you that news, because you guys know there are two things I'm looking forward to. One, we won or we settled. And two, a double-digit XRP. And you know what? I'm going to get both this year. And that's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But I know both of them are coming in 2021. Let's have a look at Italian. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. Okay, so as we begin to look here, we're looking at the daily right now. Once again, hit the 100-day moving average and then bounced off. That 100-day moving average is so strong, so powerful. Every time we've hit it, we've gone above it. It's holding major, major support. So on the hourly, see, we were outside of the Bollinger Band, and then boom, we've come back in, and we came back in quite nicely. And, the entire industry at the moment right now is starting to wake up, 2%, 1%, 3%. Not much, but it is coming slowly. 12-hour, you can see this kind of movement and what's been going on there. When we look at the 4-hour, again, it was almost outside the Bollinger Band and it came back in. The 4-hour is about to go into a bullish segment. Not yet, though. Not yet. Like I said, $1.10 and trading above $1.10, consolidating above $1.10 will confirm that we are back in business, ready to kick some major, major goals. Which, by the way, that is the moving average 50, right? So above moving average 50, we are good to go. Let's have a look at some drawings. When you zoom out, a lot of things make sense. And I will come back to this, but I want to show you where we're heading as we come into Q4, 2022, and then beyond. But I wanted to start off with this just to give you guys, when you zoom out, a lot of things make a lot of sense. Now, when we look at the buy orders and sell orders, it's very interesting, right? Like, some people are saying worst case scenarios of like 57 cents buy orders and selling at 8. I think, I actually don't agree. Like, I don't think you will see 57 cents come back. And I've said it time and time again, we barely saw 86 cents get touched and then we jumped off. I think if you are in the mindset and you're waiting for 57 cents to accumulate big, I think you're going to be out of luck. And that's my personal opinion, and prove me wrong, right? If you can get in at a better rate, you can get in at 57 cents, that I'll be the first person to cheer for you. What I don't want is for you to wait for that, never get it, SEC settles, all the updates keep coming out, and now you're finding yourself buying it at $1.50, $1.70, and never actually getting to 57 cents ever again. That is a possibility that you need to play with. But I'll leave that in your capable hands. Now, when we look at, again, the zoom out perspective, when we look at the way that we're moving at the moment and how we're structuring this move, $14 for me is more than achievable. More than achievable. In fact, when you look at this, you could potentially see a movement that could be anywhere near up to 20. But I think none of us would complain if we get to 20, but I think 14 is very, very possible. So the movements that are coming in and the structure that we're currently forming, we're almost at the bottom, and then we will kick off and get back underway. Now, if we were back in 2017, this is the pattern overlay of 2017 data to 2021 data. And according to this, by the 22nd of October, we would explode and go off charts into $3-4 territory, right? But again, 2017 and today, two different worlds. Like, I like to overlay, but I don't believe in overlays at all. Like, at all. Now, we have seen some positive price action, and it is positive what's coming out, but I still believe, and I'm still of the opinion that today, tomorrow, and perhaps even as we go into Friday, it will still be a bearish market. I hope I'm wrong, but I still think that I've still got a little bit more to go before we kick off October in a very, 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 very big way. Now, as far as this chart, as far as the zoom out, the future, the XRP ledger, everything that is happening, the XRPL, instant liquidity, going back on exchanges, having legal clarity, yes, the triple digit future looks bright, and I can't wait to be with you every step of the journey. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe button as always. Thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.